Hello, welcome back to Dan's Card Corner. It's Friday night and the mood is right. We're gonna have some fun, show you how it's done. TGIF. Yes, these are LAFFS trading cards put out by Impel in 1991. And although they don't use the TGIF branding, they are decisively cards representing ABC's TGIF lineup, which for you youngins, that was in the late 80s, early 90s. That was the Friday night lineup for ABC, primarily involving, or possibly even exclusively involving Miller Boyett production shows, Full House, Family Matters, Perfect Strangers, as listed here. Later, shows like Step by Step joined that lineup as like Perfect Strangers eventually left it. But yeah, for whatever reason, they don't use the TGIF branding on this, but that's definitely what it is. So again, 1991, Full House, Family Matters, Steve Urkel, and Perfect Strangers. So Urkel was big enough at this point that they were singling him out as a his own entity, basically. He, of course, was initially a supporting character on Family Matters, not even on the show originally. He didn't appear until, I'm not sure exactly when offhand, but sometime later, but eventually became so popular that he effectively took over Family Matters, leading it to go from kind of a, gentle family sitcom, and actually one of the better ones of that genre at the time. I mean, compared to Full House, even though it was the same production company, the writing on Family Matters, just as far as the, the family situations, the comedy of that, really was well done in those early seasons. And as time went on, it just went further and further afield from that, to the point that it basically became a sci-fi show by the end. It had cloning, it had time travel, it had an Urkel robot, known as the Urkelbot, played by, I don't remember his name, but the guy that played Turbo in the Breakin' movies was inside the Urkelbot suit. So yeah, it just went completely off the rails by the end. But it was memorable. So we have a free LAFFS TV trading card checklist inside, apparently. Oh no, it's the thing you can mail in for. That expired back in 1992. So I don't think I can get that now in this, by mail. I'm sure it's probably not too hard to find online. You could also get a LAFFS collector's album, apparently. So yeah, not a whole lot else to add. We'll pop these open and see what's going on. 6 cards per pack, I think it was. Yeah, 6 cards per pack right in the front. It is kind of a plasticky wrapper, so we'll just cut it open and see what we get. Now, I admit, of these shows, Perfect Strangers is the one I have the least connection to. I really don't remember watching that one too much. I know it was Bronson Pinchot. I remember some of the catchphrases, "Don't be ridiculous" and all of that, but yeah, I don't remember too much of Perfect Strangers. I definitely remember Full House and Family Matters well. All right, so we have a Family Matters Christmas episode card here. No Christmas will be complete without Santa Claus, reindeer, snow, mistletoe, and in the Winslow's case, Steve Urkel. After finding out that Steve was going to spend Christmas alone, Laura invites him to stay with the Winslows, and they all have a merry Urkel Christmas, and I'm sure hilarity ensued. I don't know if I remember that episode specifically, but yeah, I'm sure I saw it. Anyway, well, we have the wedding of Uncle Jesse and Aunt Becky here. Rebecca Donaldson and Jesse Katsopoulos. Do you take each other as husband and wife? Well, maybe. Their long-awaited wedding day has arrived, and all are ready at the church except the bridegroom. Jesse tries to rid himself of the pre-wedding jitters, but gets caught in a tree before landing. I do remember that. So who saves him? Rebecca, of course. Wonder how, how getting Nikki and Alex into college years later, I wonder how that went. Yeah. No, anyway. So here's Perfect Strangers. Larry's paranoia has gone too far. While suspecting Marianne of being a mass murderer, Larry tries to save Balky from her plot to kill him. Instead, he ends up getting himself and Balky stuck on the side of a mountain. Innocent Marianne rescues them both, but will Jennifer ever forgive Larry for being such a madman? I don't remember that episode. Again, I didn't really watch much of Perfect Strangers. That does sound kind of funny, to be honest, as a premise for an episode. That one doesn't seem to be, I don't know, I'm sure it's streaming somewhere, but like Family Matters and Full House, I know are both on Hulu currently. Perfect Strangers doesn't seem to be on there. Yeah, I'll have to see if I can track some of those down, just, you know, see what I missed. Oh, this is a big one on Full House. Stephanie driving the car through the kitchen window. Yeah, I remember that. Would your parents stop loving you if you did something wrong? Well, of course not. It would all end with a group hug, just like every Full House episode. Something like crashing a car into the kitchen. After crashing Joey's new car, Stephanie hides in bed and acts as if she's been kicked out of the family. But Danny has news for her. What she did was wrong, but he'll always love her, no matter what. As the audience, I'm sure, responded to the resolution of that situation. Aww. Perfect Strangers, see how they run. So I guess it's really just like each card is representing an episode, right? Balky decides to run for student body president and for his platform chooses honesty. Jennifer and Marianne are glad to help with the campaign. So is Larry, who acts as Balky's manager. But Larry doesn't think honesty will win votes. And he puts Balky in a bind by urging him to tell students what they want to hear. Boy, that's not applicable to modern day politics at all, is it? I think I need to find Perfect Strangers. Some of these sound like pretty good premises for episodes. And then we have In a Jam for Family Matters. Steve Urkel gets picked on by a lot of people, but one bully at school has gone too far and forces Urkel to give up his lunch money. So what does Urkel do? Naturally, he goes to Eddie, his almost big brother, for protection. Eddie likes the idea of being a bodyguard, but only if Urkel can pay him $10 for the job. I want to say, and I could be wrong, but I think one of the bullies, maybe in this episode, maybe not, but one of the bullies that picked on Urkel early on was actually Waldo Waldo, who was kind of introduced as a heel character, and then they kind of forgot about that, and he became one of Eddie and Urkel's friends. So, yeah, I don't know if that was this episode or not, but anyway. So we have one more pack of these. I got two. They were cheap. So, get this one open and see what we have inside. And I think actually before I open that pack, it was actually two per episode, two per show for the previous packs. I wonder if that's the case, like if they actually regulated it, so every pack of 6 cards had 2 for each of the 3 shows featured, or if that was just coincidental. Perhaps we'll find out with this second pack here. And I see the red for Family Matters on top. Seems to be color-coded. Come on. Well, this one is, there we go. Kind of destroyed that pack wrapper, but anyway. I guess this is a character card for Perfect Strangers, and we have a rookie card for Eddie Winslow too. So yeah. Hi, Tabby. I see you. Yeah, go ahead, rub your face on the camera. That's helpful. Thank you. All right, move along. So yeah, I won't go into, the full reading of the character description cards, but yeah, so we have one for Larry from Perfect Strangers, one for Eddie from Family Matters. And I guess that was coincidental on the first pack, because it looks like this one only has 1 Full House card, 3 Perfect Strangers cards, and is that 3 Family Matters? Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we actually have 7 cards in that pack. That's odd. We got a bonus, I guess. Huh. So yeah, there's 2 character cards anyway, and actually there are actually a bunch of these are character cards. We have Mother Winslow from Family Matters, which I actually just watched the pilot episode of Family Matters this morning, coincidentally. It just came up on Hulu as a recommended thing, and I hadn't seen any of those in a long time. But yeah, the pilot episode was about her moving back in with the Winslows. So we actually have, I guess, an actor profile for Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, who they listed just as Mary-Kate Ashley Olsen originally. I guess they didn't want us to know they were twins on the credits. Who knows why? Sam Gorpley from Perfect Strangers, Balky's boss in the mailroom at the Chicago Chronicle. A tough character to please. And we have Harriet Winslow from Family Matters. So we just need Officer Carl Winslow, Laura, who was the middle daughter, the one who disappeared. Like, she was sent upstairs, and then I guess the actress left the show, so she never came back down after getting sent upstairs. So yeah, I guess we don't actually, we have like half of the Winslows here. We have Eddie, Harriet, and Mother Winslow. And then we have from Perfect Strangers. This is an episode card to make a great story for their newspaper. Larry cooks up the idea to climb a billboard near a ballpark and stay there until their favorite baseball team, the Bulls, ends its losing streak. But it's not exactly high living for Balky and Larry. It's lonely and cold. So even so, they keep their promise, and that makes headlines. So there you have it. LAFFS cards. We actually got a bonus card in the second pack there. So we actually had 6 and 7, even though it's advertised as a 6-card pack. Yeah, I mean, as far as the card quality, they're the kind of glossy paper cards. They always feel a little cheaper than the sort of classic baseball card, shiny front, matte back finish that both the CB Talk and the Three Stooges cards I featured previously on this show had. But yeah, you know, little time capsule to my era of primetime television, to say the least. So yeah, there you have it. LAFFS cards from 1991. I don't really have anything else to add. So I wonder if there was a second series of this that had like step-by-step in it. I don't know. And again, I don't know why they didn't use the TGIF branding on the card packs either. Anyway, that's all I have for this one, so we will see you again for, well, whatever's next. Take care, have a good night, and of course, hit like and subscribe.